Hello guys, so good to be back. Welcome to Milgemilge channel. I apologize for my disappearances. I spent the entire month of December battling a peculiar flu, and then I traveled to Lithuania to celebrate Christmas. It was a massive occasion as my sister turned 18 and I couldn't miss her birthday. Although I had a hope to share my long-term project, the recreation of Home Alone house during the Christmas period, I realized there wasn't enough time to do so. Now I can't decide whether I should finish the Home Alone house or save it for the next Christmas. What do you guys think? While Christmas builds are so enjoyable and lovely, I wanted to experiment with new rental pack. Though I didn't use many objects from this pack, I did make use of different apartment feature. My concept for this project was to recreate a Mews house. I noticed a lack of content related to The Sims 4 Mews houses on YouTube, possibly because this type of house is not as common outside the UK and some other European countries. We certainly don't have anything similar in Lithuania, so this type of building was new to me as well. Now, what is a Mews house? At its core, a Mews house is a residential structure characterized by its distinct design and historical origins. Originating in the 17th and 18th century in Europe, particularly in London, Mews houses were originally built as stable quarters for horses and carriages. Over time, these spaces evolved into residential dwellings, maintaining their unique architectural features. The term Mews itself refers to the row of stables and carriage houses that once lined in the backstreet of affluent neighborhoods. These quarters were essential for upper class, providing a discreet and serviceable space for their equestrian needs. As modes of transportation shifted, these spaces transformed into residential areas, blending historical charm with modern functionality. Mews houses are renowned for their distinctive architectural features. Narrow facades, cobbled streets, and often 2- or 3-story layouts contribute to their unmistakable charm. In the 21st century, Mews houses have undergone modern adaptation to meet the needs of contemporary living. Integration of smart home technology, sustainable design practices, and the infusion of modern aesthetics into traditional structures are common trends. This harmonious blend of old and new ensures that Mews houses remain relevant and attractive to a diverse range of homeowners. I have come across some of these buildings in Edinburgh and I always found them charming and adorable. I would absolutely love to live in one, but I didn't realize they used to be stables for horses, so it's truly fascinating to discover something new about old architecture and the surroundings. While this build was inspired by Mews House in Edinburgh, I also referenced some pictures on the internet. Therefore, it might not resemble anything you have seen in real life, but it has the vibe. One of the main features of this type of building is the stone or old brick exterior walls and large front door for horses. Some houses kept these doors while others replaced them with windows or closed them completely. I'm not sure how Mews house looks from the inside, but based on plans and pictures on the internet, I could make a guess about its possible appearance. I created my own design incorporating 5 different apartments with different color palettes and styles. Most of the apartments are modern, with the exception of one that has a traditional style. Now let's move on to the apartments and interiors. As I mentioned earlier, I created 5 different apartments suitable for various needs and personalities. The first apartment is a cute pastel IKEA-like space, ideal for 1 or 2 Sims. The apartment has just one bedroom. This lively space is perfect for students or young working adults who are outgoing and have lots of friends and enjoy hosting game nights. The spacious dining table in the kitchen gives the impression that the owners love making dinner with friends or engaging in board games with snacks. Overall, this apartment radiates liveliness and energy. Moving on to the second apartment, I like to call it the upstairs apartment. It was made for an influencer or content creator. I dedicated a small office room on the third floor to create a vibrant working space. The setup includes a closet for trying out new brand clothing, a large mirror, a photo camera, and a table with a plaque resembling those YouTube awards given for reaching a certain number of subscribers. This apartment is predominantly white and clean and has a modern aesthetic, reminding me of many famous influencers' home. I also placed a camera outside to give the impression that a well-known person is living there. I can't express how much fun I had building these apartments. When you focus on one large house, you often become tired of the same style. That's precisely what happened to me while working on Home Alone house. I had a massive builder's block and couldn't find inspiration to build anything. However, working on these apartments was exceptionally enjoyable because each space is unique and they aren't supposed to resemble one another. This allowed me to try out different ideas in a shorter time frame without getting bored. Now I'm definitely eager to create more apartments. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you enjoy watching me creating apartments or do you prefer something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The third apartment is a complete contrast to the previous one. It's essentially an all-black design. I incorporated lots of black, dark brown, and green accents with plants. I really like this apartment. It's very sleek and modern and has a super moody atmosphere. I made it for a couple with a baby who shares a passion for gaming. The third floor is dedicated entirely for a gaming room, which is, in my opinion, looks like a perfect gaming space. Imagine you and your significant other both gaming, and one plays with PC, the other with console, and both could still play in the same area and talk to each other and perhaps even watch each other playing. To me personally, it sounds perfect. Since this particular family has a baby, I put a transportable crib in the same space to keep the baby close by. Aside from the gaming area, I really like the downstairs space, a cozy living room and kitchen. While I am genuinely fond of the overall design, I must admit that I struggle a lot with nursery. For some reason, it's just so difficult to create a nice looking room for a baby, so feel free to change it as you like. This is the only apartment that has a traditional, almost vintage appearance. The color palette is white and brown with a hint of blue in the pillows and curtains that sort of gives a luxurious vibe. This residence belongs to an older couple with 2 children. One likely is a teenager and the other is a young adult who has the entire 3rd floor completely for themselves with a walk-in closet and a spacious bathroom. Remarkably, I managed to incorporate 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms into this relatively small apartment, and it still looks quite spacious. the last but certainly not least apartment. I hope you're still with me. I know there's a lot of content to cover. My video seems to be getting longer and longer. I'm very sorry about that. If you're still watching, you have reached my favorite apartment. This is a very modern, unique space with a massive home library incorporated into the dining area and kitchen. I know it may be not the most practical, and I forgot to include ladder, but I absolutely love the aesthetics, especially the second floor balcony. This apartment has a modern and open feel, yet close and intimate at the same time. While I absolutely love the living room and kitchen, I'm not the biggest fan of the bedrooms. I still feel like they're lacking of something. However, this apartment held a special place in my heart for a long time. The primary colors are blue, white, and some yellow accents with touch of black. The overall ambience is very calm. In my imagination, this place belongs to a family that loves books. Perhaps it's a parents and their child, or two siblings living on separate floors, and both enjoying reading and maintaining a massive collection of books. I believe it serves a significant conversation starter whether they invite someone into their home. So that's my take on this very last apartment. I hope you guys enjoy all these different builds. Let me know in the comment section which one was your favorite, and if you'd like to see more content like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It will help to boost the algorithms and more people could see my builds. Thank you so much to my dear patrons and everyone who's watching. Have a wonderful day.